First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, drops back. Receiver makes the grab, but he's stopped there by the defense for no gain. And the offense will now quickly spend the time.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? You snap it, quarterback looking to throw the ball. Nowhere to go, the ball knocked loose. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now.
We finally see a change-up from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the...
And it's caught. Touchdown, Wolverines. So what happened there? The defense just lost track of the tight end down the goal line.
I don't know. I don't know if they were just so focused on defending the goal line they just completely forgot about the tight end. That'll be probably the easiest touchdown throw and catch of the game we see all day.
And they get set now to try the PAT. And they go up 18 after the PAT. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And it's a squib kick taken by one of the up men. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. 2 quarters down in the Big Ten Championship. A couple of incredibly worthy teams battling for their rightful place in the history of this great conference. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk and the exciting conclusion of the Big Ten Championship.
All right, Kevin, thank you. We appreciate the breakdown. And the Trojans will kick it off to begin the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. And this offense trying to build in a very impressive first half performance, trying to stretch the lead right away here in the third. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Went backwards on first down, so it's second and long here from the 10. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And he pulls in the catch. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. That's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kurt.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a line.
Airing this one out toward the sideline. And the pass caught inside the 15. Finally brought down to the 13-yard line. An enormous gain puts him in great scoring position.
Great job here by this offense to open up the second half with an aggressive approach, sending a clear message to this defense that they are ready to be aggressive to win this game.
And the Wolverines lining up here on 1st and 10. It's a shotgun run call. And that run produces a decent gain.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
They finally corral him at the 1.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he bit
touchdown, Michigan. And the beatdown continues.
Chris, you don't see it often, but how much do I love seeing that fullback get a touchdown. He blocks all the time. They rarely give him a chance to get his hands on the ball, and when he does, he's rewarded with 6 points.
Lining up to try the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. He's going to return it from near the goal line. The returner coughs up the football inside their own 20. Offense keeps possession, recovers the fumble. And the USC offense is back out on the field. That fumble in the last possession set up a touchdown. Can they bounce back from that costly error here? Tackle made out of the 24-yard line. Nice play.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing that he's potentially capable of doing it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. An effective play, good for a first down at the 35.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
QB decides to keep it here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break. The Trojans will bring their punt team onto the field. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? They'll tackle him at the 27.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. The pocket breaking down. That's reeled in. It's Bell. He's brought down. The freshman quarterback showing toughness, standing in to take the hit.
This is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, Chris, he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Good adjustment here by the defensive coordinator. Let's face it, it's been a tough game so far for this defense. They've given up a ton of yards and touchdowns through the air. This time they figured out a way to affect his timing, and they get the pressure to hit him before he can make another play.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play. Wolverines will line up to punt it away. Looking to kick it away for the second time. And the returner will be brought down. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. Can they begin to click now? And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. The gain makes it second and medium. Quarterback keeps the football. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to...
Looking to make a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, USC.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. Fights through the tackler. Breaks loose at the 40. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. He's running out of time here. Under pressure, hit as he throws. He's got it near the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. And this one is getting ugly. Conference championship on the line. This quarterback told us, this is my time to shine. This is my stage, Kirk, and he is delivering.
Well, anytime you see a performance like this out of a quarterback, it's like the stars are in alignment. The quarterback's doing his job. The play caller is seeing the defense and putting him in a position to have success. And let's not forget the line and the receivers, the job that they're doing as well. It's a dream performance so far by this quarterback.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fields it just outside the goal line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. Ball handed to the running back. Tackled at the 35. Good enough for a first down.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab. They make the tackle. That's an excellent game. Moves the ball to the 33.
But they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Looks left and finds his target there. He's brought down after a short gain. It's not going to be first down yardage. Second down after that short completion. Quarterback drops back. He's going to test the secondary. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Looking to throw it again. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. And that one's picked off. What a play. He's got some room and some blockers here. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Okay, ready?
And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Got him, he's sacked.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
They go backwards on first down, so it's second and long from the 19. Finds room at the 30. He's swarmed by the defense. Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. And he'll set up to throw. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off.
And he's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? And again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Offense getting set. It's second down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Now it's third and short from the 22. You expect this is four-down territory. Let's see what they do on third down. Try and muscle for the first down. And the Trojans look to keep this drive moving.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable, that offensive line, and they come through for you.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Second down after that previous play. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Looks to his left and makes the completion. And he's brought down at the 1-yard line. What a play on the completion.
The quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Second down and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Needing a score badly, likely 4-down territory. Here comes third and goal. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And it's picked off in the end zone. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up maybe.
It's a fumble. It's a turnover.
This offense just blew an opportunity.
A second, the coach has called timeout. He may use a challenge here to have the officials take another look at that one. So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the... And the USC offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. The Trojans are going to cash in this red zone trip. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
And at first down, they go right back to him. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Football comes out. Offense recovers the fumble, maintains possession.
Well, the offense catches a break here, lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
Here we go, third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
56, USC.
Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown. So they got to bounce back from that right away. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's pre-scoring. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. Finally brought down, but this is a big play. Moves the ball down to the 21.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Caught near the goal line. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4.
You talk about balance as a play caller, I don't know if it gets much better than what this offense is doing. 3 runs, 3 passes, and all 3 passes have been completions. And now it's 1st and goal.
Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Touchdown, Michigan. To stretch the lead, the route is on. And now the try here for the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Ouch. Late contact with the quarterback. An obvious call. See what the call is on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff again. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Boy, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break 1 tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up and run support.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. They'll run it to the right side. And a big gain across midfield moves the ball inside the enemy 40-yard line. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
And the Trojans churn out another 1st down. There's the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Intercepted in the end zone. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring.
And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Their last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. Can the defense come up with answers this time? And they'll run it out of the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
They'll run it here. The fullback gets the carry. Eludes a tackle. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Now here's the toss play. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
I know the toss play begins with a guy taking a snap, he turns around, he flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction than where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes, the play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. It's a 4th down stop. The offense will take over in plus territory. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Handoff here from the shotgun. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. And now the running back's got it again. Take it down, but not before he makes the 1st down. So, Kirk, Michigan has the lead here at the end of the quarter. They got to be feeling pretty good about things as we wrap up the 3rd quarter. Let's review how we got here. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Tight end makes the grab. Well executed. He finds space and gets the 1st down yardage.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that 1st down.
Snags the quick throw. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out that you can take advantage of.
Run on the previous play. Quick throw caught on the left side. Touchdown, Southern California. This offense is still clicking. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
It's blocked. So after his PAT was blocked, the kicker is out there again to boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Last possession, they were stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. And they put together something here.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Caught over the middle. It's Prescorn. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence in what he can do.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Grab down the middle. It's Bell. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you want to run the football here to work the clock, but these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football, trying to get more yards.
The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7. They'll try and run it with the fullback. And they'll be smarter right at the line for no gain. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Play action fake, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it for a big gain. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
That is such a big pickup for this offense late in this game. You go play action pass on 3rd down. You know, a lot of times you're caught up on the quarterback trying to sell it. But I think the entire offense does their job here. The defense is out of position, and they're able to convert.
And the Wolverines line up on 1st and 10 now. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Receiver makes the catch.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know if as a play caller you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
And the fullback gets in on the action with the carry. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. So here we go, 3rd down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. He's moving out of the pocket now. There's contact on the throw. Incomplete. He was
Incomplete.
threw the football there on 3rd down.
Interesting call here, Chris, to throw the ball on 3rd and short. Unable to come up with a 1st down. Now here at 4th down, you got a big decision to make. Do you kick the field goal just to add to the lead, or maybe go for this here with a chance to drop the hammer?
4th down. He's throwing for it. He's got it, and that is enough for a 1st down. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the 1st.
Touchdown, Wolverines. And the route is on.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. It's always a special year when after all the work you put in, you can call yourselves champions of the Big Ten. And now with the playoff spot locked up, the spotlight gets even brighter. We're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they continue to pursue a national championship. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.